black smoke swirls just against the sky. Is it not beautiful?
I dislike smoke of any kind.
My great-grandmother smoked a pipe, a clay pipe.
Vulgar.
She was too distant a relative to be vulgar. Time Mellow's pipes.
Did the sociology you took up at college teach you that? To play the ghoul on every occasion, excavating old bones? Why not let your great-grandmother rest in her grave?
With her pipe beside her, puffing in paradise.
Yes, you are a natural-born ghoul. You're even beginning to look like one, my dear.
I detest you, Aunt. Do you know what you remind me of? Of a cold pork pudding against the background of a linoleum tablecloth in the kitchen of a... But the possibilities are wearisome.
Well, merci for your candor, but since we are and must be your chaperone in appearance, let us make up some sort of armed truce. You may take part in any sort of eccentricity that beguiles you, as long as you observe the amenities.
The amenities?
After exhausting the morbid thrills of social work on New York's East Side, how they must have hated you, by the way. The poor that made you so much poorer in their own eyes. Well, I hope Whitechapel proves to be the needed nerve tonic now that you're making your something international. I will not chaperone you there, however. I told your father I will not. We will hire an army of detectives so you can investigate everything they allow you to see.
Do not mock at my attempts to discover how the other half lives. Give me credit for some sort of broken sincerity in that, at least. I would like to help them. I would like to be of some use in the world. Is it my fault that I don't know how? I would like to be sincere, to touch life somewhere. But I'm afraid I have neither the vitality nor integrity for that. All that was burnt out in our stock before I was born. Grandfather's blast furnaces flaming to the sky, melting steel, making millions. Then father keeping those home fires burning, making more millions. And little me at the tail end of it all. I'm a waste product in the Bessemer process, like the millions. Or rather, I inherit the acquired trait of the process, the wealth, but none of the energy, none of the strength that made it. I'm sired by gold and damned by it. As they say at the racetrack, damned in more ways than one.
You seem to be going for sincerity today. Don't. It isn't becoming to you really, except as an obvious pose, which, you must admit you like that better, be as artificial as you are.
Yes, I suppose you're right. Pardon me for my outburst. When a leopard complains of its spots, it must sound rather grotesque. Purr, little leopard. Purr, scratch, tear, kill, gorge yourself and be happy. Only stay in the jungle where your spots are camouflaged. In a cage, they make you conspicuous.
I don't know what you're talking about.
It would be foolish to talk about anything to you, Aunt. Let's just talk. Well, thank goodness, it's about time for them to come for me. That ought to give me a new thrill, Aunt.
You can't mean to say you're really going. The heat, the dirt. It must be frightful.
Grandfather started as a puddler. I should have inherited an immunity to heat that would make a salamander shiver. It will be fun to put it to the test.
But don't you have to have the captain's or someone's permission to visit the stokehold?
I have it. Both his and the chief engineer's. Oh, they didn't want to at first. Despite my social service credentials, they didn't seem a bit anxious that I should investigate how the other half lives and works on a ship. So I had to tell them that my father, president of Nazareth Steel, chairman of the board of directors of this line, had told me it would be all right.
He didn't.
How naive age makes one. But I said he did, Aunt. I even said that he had given me a letter, which I had lost. And they were afraid to take the chance that I might be lying. So it's ho for the stokehole. The second engineer is to escort me. And here he comes now, I think.
Miss Douglas?
Yes. Are we all ready to start?
Not yet. We're waiting for the fourth. He's coming along also.
You don't care to shoulder this responsibility alone, is that it?
Two's better than one. Fun day we're having.
Is it?
Yes, there's a nice warm breeze.
Feels cold to me.
It's hot enough in the sun.
Not hot enough for me. I don't like nature. I was never athletic.
Oh, it'll be hot enough where you're going.
Hell.
No, I mean it's so cold.
My grandfather was a puddler. He played with boiling steel.
Is that so? Ma'am, are you planning on wearing that dress?
Why not?
Well, you'll likely rub up against dirt and oil. It can't be helped.
It doesn't matter. I have lots of white dresses.
Well, I have a coat that you might throw over.
I have 50 dresses like this. I will throw this one into the sea when I get back. That ought to wash it clean, do you
But
think?
there's lots of ladders to climb down in dark alleyways.
I will wear this dress and none other.
Yes, I'm sorry. I meant no offense. I was only trying to warn you.
Warning. That sounds really.
Here's the fourth coming now. He's waiting for us. If you come along with me, please.
Go on, I'll follow you. An oath, but a handsome virile oath.
Hoser.
Take care, Aunt. He said there were dark alleyways.
Poser!
Yes, I suppose you are right. But would that my millions were not so meaningly chased.
Yes, for an obvious pose, I have no doubt that you would drag the name of Douglas into the gutter.
From